Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Shalom, all praises, glories, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Racha Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of great millstone who have taught me this truth, as well as men of like mind. Shalom wa chasad, which means peace and mercy, to the elect of the nation of Israel, whom are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelite foreigners of the seed line of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whom are scattered here in America, which is Babylon the Great, and abroad. To you I say Shalom, and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. This lesson is edifying. Again, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. It says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. And who are the wise? The wise is the elect of the nation of Israel. But to be specific, the elect men of the nation of Israel, beginning with the prophets of the nation of Israel. They are the wise that are mad because they are constantly being oppressed, which is a pressing down or mashing together when you go into the definition of the word oppress by the chief of our enemies, who are the Edomites, the so-called Caucasian race, beginning with their wicked elite, their banking families, their Rothschilds, their Gettys, their DuPonts, their Lees, their McDonald's, so on and so forth. We are being oppressed by them. And surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, because the wise are crying and sighing for all the abomination that is done in the midst of the kingdom of the wicked and by the wicked, such as the passing of previous laws that encourage androgyny and transgenderism, sodomy, bestiality, so on and so forth. These are all examples of the things that make us sigh and cry and mad. Okay? And it reads on to say, and a gift destroyeth the heart. So a gift destroyeth the heart. The heart is the mind, okay? The spirit. And all these different financial gifts that our people have been receiving by the hands of these devils through these different stimulus packages and unemployment benefits, so on and so forth, have destroyed their hearts even further. Okay? And it has further placed them in a deeper mental sleep. That's why the Lord said here in the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 1, that their trust in the shadow of Egypt shall be their confusion. Whereas the shadows of Egypt, which A shadow is a shade that protects one from heat. A shadow is also the reflection of an object or a thing. And Egypt, that is spiritual Egypt, is America, Babylon the Great, according to the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 8. And America is that shadow, is that protection that our people trust in so much because of its military might and its financial strength. And also, America reflects the ancient manners and customs of ancient Egypt, in which our people trust in so much. So it says here in Isaiah 30, verse 1, it says, woe to the rebellious children, save the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me. Because two-thirds of our people do not take counsel from the Heavenly Father Yahweh through His Son Yahweh Shai, through His prophets. Instead, they take counsel from the devil, from the Edomites, so-called Caucasian race, and their media and their government. Okay? They don't take counsel from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai through His prophets, whom to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, on down to men of like mind that are scattered here in America, which is Babylon the Great and abroad. They don't take counsel from us. Instead, they take counsel, again, from the wicked, who is Esau Edom, their father, the devil. But not of me. And that cover with a covering, and our people cover with the covering of America, Babylon the Great, which habituates the old ways, the old customs of ancient Egypt and the other ancient kingdoms, such as Babylon, because America is the virgin daughter of Babylon. The word Babylon goes back to the Hebrew word Babel, which means confusion. America, according to the book of Second Ezra, the 16th chapter, is all these different ancient kingdoms in one, in which our people take counsel from and take heed to. And that is ran, that is controlled, that is governed by the Edomites, beginning with their elites. And that cover with a covering. They cover with the covering of Egypt, the covering of sodomy, androgyny, bestiality, democracy, but not of my spirit. Because they don't cover with the covering of the laws of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Instead, again, they cover with the covering of America, Babylon the Great, which is modern day Egypt. Egypt meaning bondage, because America is the land of our captivity, is the land of our bondage. But not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And so the reason why they don't take counsel from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and why they don't cover with His covering of His spirit, is because they would rather cover the covering of America, Babylon the Great, and take counsel from the elites of Esau Edom that controls America, Babylon the Great, through their media, through their smaller governments, so that they may what? Add sin to sin. What is sin? Sin is transgression of the laws, according to the book of First John chapter 3, verse 4. And what is sin upon sin? What is sin to sin? Iniquity, which is the stacking of sin. Thou walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked in my mouth, because they're rebellious, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt, which is a mark of Babylon the Great, according to Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. So you're trusting modern day Pharaoh, which is Joe Biden, and a trust in the shadow of Egypt, which is America. So it says, like I didn't finish reading off that part. It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame. So you're trusting Joe Biden, the modern day Pharaoh of America, Babylon the Great, is going to be your shame. And you're trusting the shadow of Egypt, your confusion. Why? Because in your warped minds, you believe just because these devils give you these different financial aids and help out your so your community so called, and that's also trusting in Baal Rif, the god of the community, which is Satan. Okay, so that's off as well. You're focusing on rebuilding these different communities and all that. Oh, we gotta provide for the community. We gotta fight for the community. And you do that, don't you know that you're really actually serving Baal Rif, which is a demon? Huh? That's how ignorant 2/3 of our people are, man. And that's that covering that they cover it. That's that counsel they take counsel in. All these different community leaders, oh, we gotta fight for the community. All that madness, man. Not knowing that the Lord is about to destroy this land ultimately with thermonuclear fire. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So your trust in these devils is going to be your shame, because you're going to think, oh man, these guys, we thought these guys were for us. All these different bills they passed, all these different infrastructure bills, and stimulus packages. We thought they were for us. But very soon they're going to show their horns that they don't give a shit about you niggas, man. It's going to be a shame, and the trust in the shadow of Israel confusion. Because this land is going to be destroyed completely by thermonuclear fire. The land in which you trust in so much. The lands whose defense you trust in so much, man. So this is back in Isaiah, not Isaiah, Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. So a gift destroys the heart, man. Okay? And all these different gifts that have destroyed the hearts of our people and have made them, fall into even deeper mental state of sleep is going to ultimately lead to their downfall. So, with that, all praises, glories, and honors to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Chakadash. All's well until the next I say Shalom.